was one of the greatest inventors of his day. He was especially amazing at architecture and sculpting. Given such skills, he taught his nephew Perdix all he knew. Over time, Perdix began to become an even greater inventor than Daedalus. One day, Perdix was walking along the beach when he came across some fish bones and he figured he could create something out of them. He took the fish bones and he turned them into an immaculate, high-level saw, showing just how skillful he is, like his uncle. Perdix presented his innovative invention to his uncle, hoping he would be excited and celebrate with him. Upon Perdix showing Daedalus this detailed and skilled invention, Daedalus became extremely jealous. He realized that if his nephew keeps up with these skills, he will be overlooked. Daedalus couldn't let this happen. After being shown the invention, Daedalus brought Perdix to the top of Acropolis, which is a rocky, fortified area above Athens. With murderous thoughts and jealousy surging through Daedalus' heart, he pushes his nephew off the precipice for him to fall to his death. Then, Athena, protectress of all clever craftsmen, wasn't going to let Perdix die, so she comes to the rescue and she saves his life. Athena transformed Perdix into a partridge, and since then no partridge has ever built or roosted in a high place. They always fly low. Daedalus was then banished from his home in Athens for his crime, never allowed back. After being banished, Daedalus finds refuge in the court of Minos, king of Crete. When talking to the king, Daedalus offers the tool that his nephew Perdix had made as a gift. This immediately won the favor of King Minos and his family. Even King Minos' daughters, Ariadne and Phaedra, were amazed at Daedalus and his craftsmanship skills. He would build the royal daughters dolls made from wood. Soon Daedalus also grew very close to Queen Pasiphae. She was charmed by his inventions he created for her, including a bejeweled mirror that allowed her to see the back of her head. She was very intrigued with Daedalus and often wondered how he ended up in Crete.
All I ever hear from Minos is gods and goddesses. Be reverent of the gods and goddesses. I tell you, I am sick of hearing such talk. Intelligent people like us know that we are the ones who create our successes, right? I'm so tired of giving the credit and the blame to the gods.
Now, please don't say such things, Pasiphae. The gods will hear you and be angered.
I am baffled to hear such an intelligent man say such things. A skilled craftsman like you is as talented as Hephaestus, are you not? And I am as beautiful as the mythical Aphrodite, don't you agree? And love is the biggest lie of all. Aphrodite's power falls on us all, they say, yet here I am, a beautiful woman tied to a pompous king who loves only the sound of his own voice. This love that people speak of is a falsehood, and I've never felt it, and I never will.
Up on Olympus, the goddess Aphrodite overhears Daedalus and Queen Pasiphae's conversation and becomes enraged. Aphrodite curses Queen Pasiphae to fall in love with a white bull that was kept on the royal grounds. The bull was a gift to King Minos from Poseidon. Queen Pasiphae was deeply in love with the bull, which led them to have a son. Their son was half bull, half human, and the citizens of Crete called it a minotaur. King Minos was enraged and humiliated by his wife's infidelity. He goes to Daedalus and asks him to create an intricate labyrinth which only had one opening and no end. Minos then locks his wife and her child away in the complex maze and hopes people forget things they cannot see. King Minos comes to find out that Daedalus had known of his wife's affection for the bull and punishes him as well. He punished Daedalus by locking him in a Persian tower, and to double the punishment, he locked his son Icarus in the tower with him too. Trying to figure a way out of the tower, Daedalus bribes 2 guards to let him work in a shady forest near the tower. They allowed it unknowingly that it was all part of his plan to escape. While working in the forest, Daedalus sacrifices many Cretan birds to gather feathers, gathering as many as he can. He adheres the feathers that he collected with wax to a wooden frame until they resemble the wings of an actual bird. He finds out he can fly just the same as birds do. Daedalus, very proud of his invention, shows his 2 pairs of wings to his son Icarus and teaches him how to use them.
Beware, dear son of my heart, lest in thy now found power thou seekest to soar even to the gates of Olympus, for as surely as the scorching rays from the burnished wheels of the chariot of Apollo smite thy wings, the wax that binds thy feathers will melt, and then will come upon thee, and on me woe unutterable.
I hear thy warnings, father. I understand.
That night, Icarus dreamed that he flew, and when he woke up, he found only his father ready to put on the wings and escape the tower. That morning, Icarus and Daedalus put on their wings and flew off towards Sicily, but Icarus becomes very cold and also gets distracted by the sun rays that the Greek sun god Apollo had shone down on a nearby island. Wanting to be warm, Icarus flies towards the sun, ignoring all of his father's warnings. His father calls out to him, but it was too late. Icarus flies closer and closer to the sun, but as he does, the wax that holds his wings together melt, leaving Icarus with nothing. With no wings to help him fly, young Icarus is left falling to his death. He plunges down into the sea. His feathers were left to float on the surface of the water like petals of a torn flower. Daedalus had no time to mourn his son, and flies again toward Sicily for safety, where he built a temple to Apollo. Strong Hercules came across Icarus's body, and he recognized him, so he pulled his body out of the sea. Hercules then gave him a proper burial, where today there still stands a small rock jutting out of the Aegean Sea and naming the island and sea around it after the fallen angel.